Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be recapping the Real Housewives of Miami, hot off the press. This episode started off hot with Lisa and Lenny's divorce being released by the press. Statements are going left and right being made by Lenny, and the girls are confused who to believe because the version of the story that Lisa is telling is different from what Lenny is saying. And I don't even know what to believe because why would he choose to paint a different picture than what is the truth? What is he trying to say? What is the motive in doing that? Our good girlfriend Marisol, she pays a visit to Lisa, and of course before they get into any girl chat, they both have to fix themselves a good and refreshing adult beverage. So of course Lisa got her champagne and wine, and of course Marisol, she has to have her vodka, like hard liquor. This girl knows how to drink, and she looks like a lightweight, but she's obviously not. She's a heavyweight champion over here. Marisol confronts Lisa and says, "Hey, in the article that Lenny put out to the media, there are some contradictions. What you said and what he says are completely different. Is it true that you knew ahead of time that you guys were planning to dissolve the relationship? Like, what is the truth in this?" And Lisa, she kind of looks at her and like, "No, I am completely blindsided by this whole situation. She didn't see this coming. He has her trying to find new places to stay, telling her that she needs to move, telling her that she's now with this woman and he's gonna be public with her. This is all information that she did not know months in advance. This is something that she was let known kind of at the end, close to where she came to the girls crying to them saying her relationship is falling apart. I don't know if she could have not had any signs made aware to her. The other girls, they do feel like, maybe she wants to be blind. She's purposely ignoring some facts. And, Marisol calls her out saying that it doesn't have to be this miserable and that there is life after Lenny, even though Lenny is all Lisa knows for all her adult life. She has 2 kids with him, been married to him for 15 years. There is life after this. And it's a good thing Marisol had this chat with her because she tries to give her a pep talk to wake Lisa up and say, yeah, you may love him, and you hate that you love him, but you can't stay in that mindset for long. You have to plan for the future and focus. Focus on what is your next move. And of course, she has the backing and support of all the girls who lead by example in guiding and helping her through the situation. In this conversation, it was a shocking fact that Lisa tells Marisol that Lenny doesn't live at home. Lenny doesn't even come home. And I'm like, these people with such a big home can't live in their own home? Like, I know there's space, there's another room that you can go to and live comfortably, but is there so much hate that you have towards Lisa that you refuse to even occupy in the same home with her? I was just shocked by that because if you look at their home, it's big. Like, is big. They have a whole room just for wine and champagne and fine drinks that's secured under a lock and password. So I'm pretty sure there's enough bedrooms and bathrooms where they can have enough space from each other. That to me was a shocking fact, but it made me think about like Kanye West, who says he has a $60 million home and that he never goes home to it. So this may be a thing, like you would think by having more space that you would want to feel comfortable in your own home. But I guess home is where family is. And if you don't feel or identify with your family, you're not going to want to come home to it. So that was an interesting tidbit to kind of reflect on from that scenario. We next see Alexia and her son Frankie go to her friend's store where Alexia will be hosting a fundraising event for the Demoya Family Foundation. And that foundation actually helps the disabled people find opportunities in their community, which I think is a beautiful cause and it's a perfect fit for Alexia. I like that we see her son becoming more involved in each episode that he's in. And it's good to see, especially in his scenario, because it's very important to have confidence, to be okay with who you are and present that to others. So this was a nice scene with Alexia and Frankie, and I hope there is more in the coming future. I'm sure there will be. We then move on to Julia recreating her first dinner date with Martina. And she says she overcooked the fish, but to me it looked fine. I don't know. It's a great debate. Some people like to eat their fish raw, mid-done. I think I like my fish done and well seasoned, so it's all personal choice. To me, it looked good, Julia. So I no harsh critiques with that. What was sweet is seeing how Julia's daughter was helping her mom get the dinner date ready for her family. And she did this cute little trick by telling Martina, oh, Julia needs you outside to help tend to the dog. And Martina, of course, she's such a supportive partner. She comes out immediately to help Julia. And of course, she sees the surprise already and she recognized what it is. It's their first dinner date and she's such a great partner. I know that Martina is such a legend that Julia must be shaking her boots to whether or not Martina likes this surprise and the presentation, but Martina can say nothing but positive notes to Julia's surprise. And they bonded, and I don't like how in this franchise that Lisa's situation is becoming a situation that's impacting other relationships, which of course happens naturally, but these girls shouldn't make it so much of a big deal and think that this could be them, because when you see their relationship, it's not too materialistic. It's very simple. They bond over the simplest things. I think what we see now in hindsight, Lisa and Lenny, I feel like they try to always bond through doing big events, big presents and stuff like that. It's just like it never looked too real, and I wonder if they ever shared a moment, truly like a simple moment where they can just be happy with each other. I remember seeing them in just having breakfast with the family, and they probably at this point Lenny is over Lisa, but I cannot recall a scene where Lenny could just be cheerful and doing the simple things of Lisa. Lisa always has to be a big star and entertain Lenny to make him happy. And where these other girls, they can be doing the simplest things with their partner, and their partner shows the greatest amount of appreciation. The same thing could be said towards Gertie and her husband Russell. I'm like, girl, don't make this your thing. This is not your thing at all. You and Russell are good. Russell loves her. Russell is so direct, very clear. And Gertie too, she's very direct too, and she asks all the right questions just to make sure her relationship is on good standing, as she should. But I don't think there's anything that should be of concern for them. And I just like seeing happy and healthy relationships thrive on the Housewives, because that's actually quite hard to find. But in this franchise, we have quite a few couples that seem strong and can go the distance for sure. But I have to mention a shady moment when Alexia and Marisol are having their date night, and their friends come up to them mid-filming, say, oh, are you guys filming? Are you filming? Are you filming? Of course you know they're filming. You see the cameras, but of course you have to have your moments, okay? And they have to drop in the news that they heard about Lisa Hochstein and Lenny. And what was interesting from that moment, from what I took, is that they are surprised that they're even still a couple that was together for this long. And there was an emphasis on it's Lisa, as if Lisa would have been the reason why this relationship would have ended a while ago. And if you want to be stereotypical, you could think, okay, she spends all the money, this and that, she's a pretty woman, she could probably find another man to give the love that she wants. But I don't see that at all for Lisa. Lisa, she's such a pleaser towards everyone around her but herself. Those people don't know Lisa, obviously, and they truly are outsiders. But given that, Marisol and Lexia say this is such a small, even though it's big, Miami is small at the same time. It doesn't mean at all that these people know Lisa. They obviously just see from the outside, based on the parties that they throw, their judgments towards her. But I don't think it was a fair assessment. If anything, if you want to be stereotypical, usually plastic surgeons are the narcissistic types who think they're God. So I would think if the relationship would end, it would be God being dissatisfied with his creation and want to end his creation and find something else to work with or start new elsewhere. If you want to be that stereotypical. But this scene was such a shady moment. And, this episode, even though for me it was a little bit slow, it had its moments. But, they really do get me when they have the commercial for the episode. I'm like, ooh, this is going to be a super good episode. But then it's like, it's okay. But, it has its moments. I love in the Housewives when they show like the housewives moments in their lives. And one cute moment that I saw was from Larsa. And Larsa is such a girl mom. She's so sweet, but so stern and so shady at the same damn time. It's a good mix. I don't know. People don't like Larsa, but I like Larsa. I'm a Larsa fan. And I just love the moment where she's finding clothes with her daughter, and her daughter is trying on the clothes, and some clothes are like, okay, this is cute, and she's like, oh no, this is too grown, and she's like, oh no, what, no, not this outfit. I just thought that was such a cute moment. And it's nice to see that even though Larsa, she likes to show her body, she likes to give, serve us, a little looker here too, but she does make it a point that her kid is a kid and just appropriate as a kid should. And I do appreciate that. And I don't think many people would expect that from her. But I don't know. Larsa is quite a traditional gal. If you really want to critique her, she really, really, really is reserved, modest, and very thoughtful in what her family should do and how everyone should be around her in her bubble. So I think she's a strong force to give some respect to, and that's why I love Larsa and I'm a Larsa fan. So there's that. And if you guys disagree, it's okay. Now the moment that I've been waiting for, talked about so damn much. It's Adriana getting her non-surgical BBL when she had us thinking that she was going under the knife to get a booty like Larsa. And she takes Julia to be with her to give her support. But through the whole appointment, I'm like, Julia was not the girl to bring. Julia, first of all, she hates needles. She doesn't even do Botox, which is sickening because her face, oh my god, her face still serves, and she says no Botox. Now for me, that's a good sign, because I don't like needles, I don't like all of these things. No. So it's good to see women who really appreciating the aging process. It gives us other women hope to not feel the pressure of having to go through surgical procedures to change the way we look to remain youthful. So that was good to see. And what was also a tidbit information that we didn't know is that Julia and Martina are planning to adopt a new child. And I said to myself, wow, that's a perfect fit for Julia, because Julia, she seems like a mom that just loves being a mom. She obviously is not tired of having to wake up, get her kids ready to go to school. And you can see that she's so passionate in how she talks about her kids. I just wonder, with the new information with Martina's sickness, if this has changed their plans. That would be so unfortunate because she and Martina seem so happy with the thought of adopting kids. So I hope for the best for them. Again, like I said before, when you watch these shows, it's interesting when you hear information already put out through social media and you're trying to catch up and patch these things together. So we'll see how it goes. Only positive thoughts over here for them. And now we get to see Alexia's charity event. And already in the opening scenes for this event, we're getting Tequila Larsa. I'm like, yes, Tequila Larsa means we're going to have a real fun, good old time. And then we also see Adriana complaining about her butt, how it's so sore. So it's just interesting to finally see. I want to see the results. I want to see what it's giving. If the butt is giving what it's supposed to give. And, if the producers really were like the producers from other franchises, they would have at least do a side-by-side comparison. Like, I want to know. I was kind of sad from that scene that we didn't get to see the after results, but we do get to see it in the charity event. So I can't wait to see Adriana's butt. Then we get a scene where Gertie is voguing with her face. You thought we were not going to catch that moment again. And Gertie, oh my God, girl, your face in the car ride with Nicole, it's so hilarious. I love it. It's a cute quirk that you have, and you don't even realize you have it. So in their conversation in the car, Nicole and Gertie brought up the fact that Larsa takes jabs at Nicole, saying that, oh, Nicole, what about that teacher that you divorced? What about him, the teacher that you divorced, again and again and again? And Nicole feels like this is like a personal shot that Larsa's trying to do towards her to put her down, or she's trying to get, what is the motive? What is the reason? And we learn more once we get into the party. But before we get to the party, we do see a phone call between Lisa and Lenny, because what just came out mid-party is that Lenny's new girlfriend put out a statement out to the press. And all the girls are like, what? Like, why would you even comment on a situation that's not even supposed to be your situation in the first place? Like, that's not even your man, and you're commenting about this relationship. And what the new girlfriend said was that she is not the reason for the divorce. She is not the reason. So therefore, don't come and blame her and say that she's the reason for the decline of this marriage. She says she's not the one, okay? And the girls are like, what the heck is wrong with this girl? Like, don't make this your moment. And Lisa, in that phone call with Lenny, is mad at how he's letting this go down. Like, this is embarrassing not only for her, but for the kids that will read this in the future. And, she's taking all these jabs at Lenny on the phone call, telling him this, telling him that. And then you see Lenny said, bleep you. Like, he legit cursed her out. And I'm like, how this man had any nerve to say what he had to say. And I'm just sitting there shocked. We then had the much needed comic relief, which was Adriana showing off to the girls, hey, look at my butt, look at my butt. And I'm like, okay, if you want to show us your butt, you have to wear something that, kind of shows off the curves. She wore an outfit that was too loose, so I couldn't really tell what we were looking at. And of course, Larsa is being shady and say, ha ha ha, Ariana, that's funny, that's cute. And all the girls, they do hype her up and say, oh, that's nice, that's nice, that's nice. But I thought that it should have been a more dramatic moment, and that's for sure. I don't know. Adriana, she's hilarious sometimes. Then I go back to feeling bad for Lisa, because Lisa receives a text message while she's talking to Larsa. And Lenny is asking her to order some groceries, and he gives her a list. And I'm like, the nerve of this man. Like, seriously. So, of course, Lisa, she's a pleaser, and we all caught it. She said she has to go to the restroom, but she took a little phone and she went to the restroom to order Lenny his groceries. And that was the opportunity for Nicole to go talk to Larsa and ask first, Nicole, she has some sense. She has good strategy. She says, how was Lisa? She checks in on the girl. She makes sure she's okay. And then tackles Larsa and said, Larsa, why do you feel like you have to take a jab about someone that I don't want to be talked about on this show? Like you don't want to talk about the Kardashians on this show. And she takes us to the root to how this issue even started. She tells Nicole that when you had me come to your home, you said before I was even allowed to do that, you had to know who I was. And I didn't know that you were someone important, that you need to know who I was before I can enter your home. So what Larsa did is she reversed and move forward appropriately and let her know that I'm going to air out. If you think I'm the drama, you are actually the drama. And I'm like, it's the tequila talking. We got Larsa and she's drinking tequila. The tequila is talking out of Larsa. And I love it. So the show ends here. And I'm like, no. It was getting good. Why stop here? We were going so far. But we get some preview of the next episode, and I'm excited. I can't wait to see the next episode, and I hope you guys are excited as well. So if you like me recapping this episode and you would like to see more, please like and share this video. It's always appreciated. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.